It's been a long time coming. My home bell jar. I had picked up this glass bell jar in an antique store and actually found a base on Amazon since I didn't have to make one. It's already had a nice rubberized plate and everything. I was like, well, that's great. It wasn't too expensive. So I'm going to show you guys, so I don't find a video on YouTube that shows this. What happens when you put a carbonated beverage under vacuum? Very good. All right. Put the bell jar on top. All right, and I'm going to click on the vacuum. It's probably all you're going to hear for a bit, but enjoy. Eventually it's going to be really flat, and I'll drink it. There won't be any carbonation left. And yes, this is an automotive vacuum gauge. It's what I had on the shelf. So if you look at my older videos, you might find the vacuum videos when I worked for a company that used vacuum lifting, and I haven't had anything to play with vacuum for a while, so I got the itch. Now you may notice the pressure gauge is not moving at all, the vacuum gauge. That is because we are outgassing all of that carbonation. So that's why you don't see the gauge moving. We're pulling out as we're drawing down. I'm going to do this until we have no bubbles left. And I will tell you how disgustingly flat it is. See, I did this with Coca-Cola and it didn't take this long, so I don't know, maybe cream soda takes longer. It's this great stuff, by the way. Almost. And I just cleaned the bell jar, but I got my soft cloth with me. I'll wipe it down when I finish. So I don't know when this thing dates from either. This is an antique shop bell jar, like I said earlier. I just saw it on the shelf and they didn't know what it was. They thought it was for plants, but I saw how thick it was, and it actually had a nice glass barb on top with a, I assume somebody was doing an artificial lung example with it or something, the way that pipe was stuck in there. Alright, let's go over here and turn off Mr. Vacuum Pump. Okay, and we're going to bleed in some air. I can get my valve the right way. There we go. Because the bleed is in line with the gauge reading is not accurate at all, so all right. I do not want to drop that. Okay. Disgustingly flat. Oh, yeah. It tastes like it's been setting out for days. It's still cold, which is great, but yeah, it tastes like it's been setting out for a while. Not good. Anyhow, you want to instantly make something flat and ruin a beverage. That's what you can do. I didn't see any videos of carbonated beverages in bell jars. It was a fun thing to do. There's a good explanation someone can give. It's a good teaching example of carbonation and how it's affected by pressure, and how gases that are in fluids. So if you do this with water too, dissolved oxygen is important for fish. So this is there's a lot of stuff you can get into with this. I really don't care. I did this to test the vacuum pump. You guys can see it. Yay! I have a bell jar. I'm happy.